on. Got about a minute 24. Let's take a look at the lineups here between both these teams. You got the Queen of Pain for the Radiant side with the DK, Bloodseeker, CK, and Storm. So I don't exactly know who's supporting here, but we'll see how this game sort of lines out. As the only real possible support here in this game it is really the Dark Willow. For the Dire side, you've got Slark here with the Ember Spirit, Tide Hunter, as well as the Spectre. And like I said, the Dark Willow. See if we can get these names right. Just, you know, Open Eyes Man with the Queen of Pain, First Blood with the Dragonite, Mercury not moving in the well, One Man Army with the CK, and then you take a look, you've got Chichiko with the Storm. And that's a Russian name I cannot pronounce, but I probably should know that going to Epicenter in 2 weeks. Darth Cheney. Pretty decent name if you're an American there for this Tide Hunter. Spectre is Nijweej. And Dizexter is the Dark Will. So we've gone around the horn, and we probably won't use the names of most people. At least we won't try to, but the pounce comes out. That will land on the CK, who does have enough for the Reality Rift, which is minus armor, so we'll see if he's able to get a kill on the Tide Hunter, who went Gush level 1, which is an interesting pickup there. Queen of Pain not having that blink, has the Shadow Strike, able to let Tide get away. And this is Tide, Slark off lane. Spectre in the safe lane, Ember over mid, Dark Will supporting the Spectre over towards top. And then you take a look at the other side, as Storm's going to be mid, which is no surprise. Quap, a little bit of a surprise in the safe lane, not unheard of, as well as the CK, who could be a position for CK. I wouldn't be too shocked in that, but the Shadow Strike, that's going to come through onto the Slark, as well as the pounce that leashes in the CK. But not going to go in too deep is the Dire side. They don't want to move up against this Queen of Pain as well as the CK, especially with the Reality Rift minus armor, which is only -1 for now, but against this Tide, it's quite a bit, especially without the Kraken Shout or the Anchor Smash. So just continuing to harass with that Shadow Strike, especially when Slark doesn't have that level 6. Reality Rift could be First Blood. Maybe one more shot would have been able to get that kill, but able to pounce away as this Slark and TP's all the way back to base. And that is due to the fact that he just does not have a salve. So forced all the way back already, the Radiant. A little bit of an advantage here, but ooh, Bramble Maze comes through. They're looking for the First Blood over top for the Dire. And what saves this DK's life is actually the fact that the Bloodseeker got locked into the Bramble Maze first, but unfortunately, First Blood turns around, and I don't know if this is the smartest move, especially without the stun. Yeah, he's got the regen. We'll see if that's enough. Nijweej going all the way under tower. He's going to be First Blood, and that is a little case of going in too deep. And that is due to the fact that this is, well, let me just show you. It's that kind of game. There you go. That's all you need to know. So 1-0 in favor of the Radiant after a huge dive from this Spectre. Take a look over mid. Ember getting a little bit low. Is out farming this Storm right now. And for the moment has a bit more experience. As there's Storm hitting level 3. For these lanes, for right now, I'd say the Queen of Pain's doing a pretty good job just using that Shadow Strike, as well as now having that Scream of Pain early on to really just harass this Slark. But finally the Kraken Shell comes out from Tide, so he should be pretty safe in this lane for the most part. But the pounce comes through, and that's going to leash in this CK one more time, continuing to get hit by this Slark, who only has level 1 in that Essence Shift. And with that pounce only being level 1, it's a 20-second cooldown that you really can't be all too aggressive on the Radiant side for. You get that leash and you use that Gush, but it's just not enough at the moment. Now into the Shadow Realm is this Dark Will. Hitting this Bloodseeker doesn't exactly have the regen of a DK. So they're able to harass the Bloodseeker, push him back, and open up the lane a little bit more where you want this Spectre to be farming. Going first item Radiance after picking up those boots, so we'll have to see if they're able to do so and able to move forward on this Spectre, who with the Dark Will are harassing quite well, and that silence is going to miss. But the Bloodseeker not really too deterred. That one shot coming out of the Dark Will is quite a bit of damage. You take a look over bottom, One Man Army. That's just him getting low to neutrals, and then again over mid. This lane that hasn't really brought us anything in terms of kill production is pretty much even for the time being. They're 1-2 on the net worth, or 1-2 on the CS, I could say, and we'll see how that lane kind of evolves and if there's going to be any rotations from either side. But for right now, take a look at the Spectre, level 2. Due to that chase that was really ambitious and unwarranted, to be quite honest, and just falling behind where you need a Spectre to get that farm. You know, you're looking for that Radiance, maybe a Diffusal Blade. We'll see what the deal is. Ooh, Reality Rift with the 2-second Chaos Bolt should be enough for the kill. Will be, and they will kill off this Sark in the dire side. Go strict with the tier 2 sub. Is sub for 2 months or 4 months? Excuse me. I know these are going up on YouTube and these are requested casts, but kind of call out the subs when they resub. 4 months. I don't know why anybody would be subbed to this channel for 4 months. It's ridiculous. But you take a look, is again the Spectre just continuing to be pushed out. Ooh, Quap over bottom does drop to the Sark, so after being taken away from this lane, going down a little bit earlier, gets the return kill on the Queen of Pain, and that's going to help this Sark get back. Someone who, with the lockdown that I see for the Radiant side, it just doesn't look that great for them to lock down this Sark. Like, yeah, they have the control with the Storm, they have Rupture, they have Chaos Bolt, the Dragon Tail, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough for this Sark. We'll definitely have to wait and see. It's not that they're lacking lockdown, I just don't know if it's enough lockdown for the Sark. It's a lot of it, but I can see this Sark possibly running away with this game. So it's turning into a 1,000 net worth lead so far for the Radiant side. Breathe Fire again onto the Spectre as well as the Dark Willow. Just 2-1 overall, and take a look bottom. This has really been the aggressive lane from both sides, and it can be with the Reality Rift to the Chaos Bolt. 2-second stun that comes out, but they're not going to be able to do anything with that as the Sark's able to pounce off that stun. Reality Rifted back in. Doesn't have pounce for 9 more seconds, and with the Dark Pact, he's just able to really secure himself the ability to stay alive in this lane. And once he hits level 6, I think it's going to be much harder for the Queen of Pain, as well as the CK is. There it is. There's the leash with the Dark Pact. Gets the kill, and that just shows what this Sark can do. It looks so easy for him in a few of these lanes, and I do really think he's going to run away with this game. And I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, Bramble Maze under the tower. Cursed Crown, that's going to come through onto the Bloodseeker, and as well as the DK, so now with the Shadow Realm Strike, they're getting a lot of damage out on the DK. The Silence, that's going to be opened up, closed through. Nobody getting hit from the Dire. And again, oh, Dark Willow. Yeah, this is going to be a kill for the Bloodseeker most likely. Curse Crown comes through, but you're just letting the Bloodseeker dive you under that tier 1 tower. Tower starts to hit away at the Bloodseeker, has to heal himself back up. They're continuing to cut these creeps. You take a look down bottom again, just looking at this Sark and looking at the Tidehunter. Tide level 5, hoping to get that level 6 to work with the Ravage, and I think that's a lot of lockdown to work with the Spectre, if Spectre's able to get that kind of farm, because when Spectre's got farm, using that ulti, using that Haunt with the Ravage, it's really a nice team fight that'll come through from this Dire side, especially if Sark's able to run away with it. If the pounce comes out onto the tier 1 tower, they'll be able to get the kill. And the CK really deep here. The Illusions looking for the kill. Queen of Pain gonna go deep. Blink Scream, and that'll be a 1-for-1 trade over bottom. Again, just heavy trades coming out between both these teams at the moment. Sark looking for the chase. Is still 3 seconds here until a blink is available, and it finally does go off. Sark forced to go back, but he is a level 5, getting close to that level 6, and that's that mark where I believe he won't really be in much trouble, in my opinion, in this lane. Take a look at the DK, Soul Ring, Bracer for him, and Bramble Maze let down again. This Dark Willow has just been in a lot of trouble with the Bloodseeker continuing to chase. Curse Crown will stun the Bloodseeker, as well as the nice Shadow Realm Strike to come through. But DK now under the tier 1 tower continuing to get struck pretty hard. If he had Curse Crown or Bramble Maze, they might want to look to go in on this. Mercury's still here. Now the Storm running over top. Level 7 has the haste. And not Ball Lightning just yet. As there it is all the way through onto the Dark Will. They'll get themselves one, and the Spectre forced to TP out. So just running under tower. This is a Storm that was level 6 and had Ball Lightning, but apparently that Storm was too good to use it to get all the way over through. Maybe would have gotten a kill on both the Spectre as well as the Dark Willow, especially with that Static Remnant if it hit on both of them. But just getting one kill, getting the Dark Willow, and extending that lead now to 1,000 net worth. We'll switch it over to the net worth. See that Ember is in fact top on this list, but not by much over the Bloodseeker. Mercury, who is having quite an easy time, I'd say, and is level 6 now with the Rupture. So you have to be careful in the Dire. Can't really chase, can't really run, and with a team with the Reality Rift as well as the minus armor, the stuns could put him in a little bit of trouble. The Searing Chains on this DK, and this is a definite kill for the Dire. They find the DK way into no man's land, and it's even at 5. Curse Crown, that'll come through into the Bloodseeker. Into the Shadow Realm, silence up is the Dark Will. Shadow Realm doing a lot of damage here, and not enough mana for that Rupture. Finally gets it. Also had the Mango, and over bottom, the Slark gets a kill on the Queen of Pain, and is level 6. So I think at this moment, this is a spot where Sark might be able to get off, but I actually didn't even think about this. This kind of slipped my mind, as they will have vision from Thirst. So Slark, maybe not the easiest of games for him. Won't be healing that much, probably, and I would say definitely gonna need to keep himself at least pretty healthy in this game. And you know, usually as a Sark, you let yourself get low, but you don't have that ability to just, you know, get that regen from the ulti as you're working against Thirst, and that's gonna become a problem for the Slark, and we'll see if the Slark is actually able to do what I thought he would. And Pounce comes out, pushes up the Queen of Pain for a moment. There's the blink away, still trying to get out, but with the double damage, Slark continuing to move on forward. Thinks about going in on the DK instead. A lot of damage coming out from the Queen of Pain, who is level 6. No Sonic Wave going the 2-2-2 build. They'll take out the DK. They turn it around on the Queen of Pain. They look over at the Tide Hunter. The double damage is here for the Slark. The chase is on. The blink away. And 3 heroes here. Bottom, Shadow Strike. Could be enough. Won't be. Of course. I'm always going to have enough energy for Moscow. Well, Terrorize comes out over top, and that's going to push away this Bloodseeker, who did use Rupture. And didn't end up getting a kill with it. But you take a look over bottom. That's going to be the Dire just shrining up here. We take a look at what they've got. Arcane Boots for the Tide Hunter. Ember Spirit going the Battle Fury build, and Slark again with the boots just and a wand. And with the lane he had, I'm surprised he's this low, at least on the net worth, because he's got 3 kills. He just hasn't really, I guess, seemingly been farming with that time off, and that's evident with the 11 and 6. He's gotten kills, he just hasn't gotten the CS. And balling away from this Storm Spirit, they look over the Bloodseeker. They don't have Pounce to work with just yet, but the Searing Chains, as well as blowing the Ravage for that, which was super unnecessary. But it'll help them get the kill. And Bloodseeker goes down. It's 8-5 in favor of the Dire, and I don't think they're exactly running away with it. But they are doing a pretty good job in the early goings of this game. 13 minutes in, or in the 13th minute. Now you're working against the cooldown of Ravage, which is another 2 minutes just about. And we'll have to see, because when you're not worried about that Ravage, you can be aggressive. The problem is, you take a look at the net worth, they've only got the Bloodseeker to really work with. He's got himself a good amount of farm, and the rest of the team, I wouldn't say is that great. And the Pounce comes out, the leash is onto the DK under the tier 1 tower. They've also gotten themselves the Dark Pack to do a little bit more damage, but the Dragon Tail under the tier 1 stops the Slark for just a moment. Shadow Strike's on him as well. There's the Soul Ring. Breathe Fire, I believe, missed. And they're still looking to continue to chase, but unfortunately, he's under that tower and does have that regen when Thirst is not on him. But there's the Pounce and the leash. He's stunned up with the Dragon Tail one more time, forced to use that ult, continuing to go in through onto the DK. Only one in the Essence shift, so he's got himself 4. in the Essence Shift, continuing to move on forward, but this is, okay, just a trade, maybe Sark dying, but gets both of them. With the Dark Pact doing so much damage to the DK as well as the Queen of Pain, rocks them both. Thirst, he won't be able to heal, has to go all the way back to base, and it's 10-4 in favor of the Dire. So, if you're wondering about this game and why it looks so weird, that is definitely the reasoning. That's the last time I'm going to do that. These guys are playing Dota. They just want to have fun like the rest of us, and, you know, everybody's allowed to have their fun. Gush comes through. They don't have Ravage for another 37 seconds, chasing onto Mercury, who is only level 8. And let's take a look, because the net worth difference is in favor of the Dire. Experience starting to get away from the Radiant as well. However, the Radiant have a 91% chance of winning this game, and I don't exactly know how that's... I don't know how that's formulated. Searing Chains as well as the Remnants forward onto the Storm Spirit. Ball Lightning over high, as well as the Reality Rift pulled in for the CK. 3-second stun, and there's the Phantasm trying to do enough damage, but it's just not enough, especially with the Flame Guard, to go through and kill this Ember Spirit. It just stop him from continuing to move forward onto the Storm, but that's now Phantasm gone, and I guess Storm is alive. And Ravage comes through. That'll hit on 2. Curse Crown, Terrorize. That'll hit onto one of these heroes. The Queen of Pain trying to save the life of the DK, but stunned up, feared up. Bedlam comes on through. That damages so much, and it will take out the DK. Now they're looking for the Queen of Pain, but that's going to be a blink on back. Rupture comes out onto the Dark Will. Is the damage there? Should be. Will be. Not enough. Actually TP's away at the last moment. There's the pounce onto the leech. Actually hits the CK instead. And now this Sark, he's under the tier 1 tower trying to make something happen with the Dark Pact. And under into the vision of the Radiant. Gets the kill on the CK. Continue to move on forward. Looking for the Bloodseeker. The chase is on using that ultimate. 3 heroes here locked in. Trying to get away using that pounce. Gets to the neutrals. Tidehunter is nearby. And now there's the Ball Lightning slowing them up. The Gush comes through under the Bloodseeker. They'll get the kill on the Sark. Now they look over at this Tidehunter with the chase continuing to move on through. Ball Lightning across the bow of the Ravage. Gets the kill. 2 dead on the Dire side. So 12-8. And it's a good little return for that CK-DK death on the Radiant side. They took out both the Sark as well as the Tide. And that is Sark, who's not top of the net worth on the Dire. Neither is this Tidehunter, but it's still 2 kills that are very worthwhile for the Radiant to stay in this game, as they're only down 1,000 net worth. And apparently 91% win rate in their favor. So, you take a look. Oops, Spectre. Just saw the HP dropping, but I should be looking over top as they get the kill on Mercury. They'll trade for the Dark Will, but that is just not the trade you're looking to make. Courier in trouble. Surviving with 16 health. You do have the shield, but why use it when the Courier is able to walk away? Meanwhile, bottom, almost done with this Battle Furies. The Ember Spirit just needs the Ring of Health, so 400 gold away from that. Continue to push the tier 1 tower. Ooh. Dark Pact to cut these creeps and continue this push on over bottom. And this is the push. You want to take away the map control, especially to help out the Sark. You want to take away the map control of the Radiant team. Is now coming over, looking for the Searing Chains, maybe the Sleight of Fist with it. Sleight of Fist comes through, just doesn't have enough mana for the Searing Chains. And now they're looking for the Silence from the Bloodseeker onto the Ember Spirit. Maybe they're able to turn this, but without the Elder Dragon form, it's just not going to be able to do enough. And I'm actually losing myself here as we get the kill onto the Bloodseeker from the Sark, and he will be taken out by this Radiant team. And it is a 1-for-1 trade on the top of the net worth, or second on the net worth, Sark, and second for the Radiant side on the net worth, Bloodseeker. So 14-10, these trades, I would say, are, especially when you take out the Sark, good for the Radiant. Fortunately, they don't have Elder Dragon form for another 20 seconds to push with that, but they could be, successful in taking the tier 1 anyway without it. Dragon Tail under the tower, Remnants forward, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, and DK flying a little too close to the Sun there, the Sun being the Ember Spirit. Ember will get the kill in the DK. Searing Chains again. They do have Ravage to work with, so wouldn't be surprised to see them fight Arcane Boots for the Tidehunter. Ooh, Ball Lightning Curse Crown onto this Storm as well as the Terrorize. Leashed in a lot of trouble. The damage from the Shadow Realm. Ball Lightning away, but is it enough to get away from this Sark? Should be and will be, as he Ball Lightnings all the way in between the Tier 2 and the Tier 3. Out of harm's way from the Dire side, but meanwhile, Spectre is looking very dead with the Shadow Strike. Blink, and the damage is there. Queen of Pain with the solo pick off on the Spectre. DK all of a sudden over top. Outer Dragon Form, Curse Crown kill for the Sark. And now that you've got the Rupture on this Sark, all you got to do is Dark Pact, but he's got the Pounce. 2-second Chaos Bolt. The damage might be there. The Dark Pact comes through, but that's going to make him an easier target. The Bandolin is through onto the CK as well as the Curse Crown. That might be a little bit of lockdown in which they need, but there it is with the Vortex from the Storm Spirit continuing going on the Tide Hunter. They'll get the kill on the Dark Will. Turn around, get the kill on the Tide. Triple kill here from Mercury. And this is a Bloodseeker starting to go off and become a problem for the Dire from the Radiant. A Rupture onto the Slark, and that became a huge problem for him. 30 kills in 19 minutes. We're averaging over a kill a minute. CK Echo Saber next. You take a look at the Bloodseeker with the Yasha. Is that Sanj coming or BKB? It is Sanj and Yasha first item. I think he'd have enough gold for the BKB, but SNY here for the Bloodseeker. Dragon Knight, I believe, building the Armlet, and then Queen of Pain with the Orchid, Storm with the Bloodstone after the Kaya. Nice build there. Take a look at the Dire side. Slark, Shadowblade next, Tide Hunter. Nothing queued up just yet. We'll take a look at the Ember Spirit, who did get that battle. If you're going for the boost of travel, looking to push and looking to get around this map. And then, of course, Spectre, still building the Radiance, but does have the Sacred Relic and sitting third on the net worth. So not too bad, despite the decent so-so start over top. So, Invis Rune. Blink forward from the Queen of Pain with the rest of the team. I don't know if Ember wants to go in on this, but they'll kill the Queen of Pain, and all of a sudden, down goes the CK as well. They do so much damage there, especially with the Remnants coming through. They'll get themselves 2 kills all of a sudden, and Queen of Pain immediately regrets going through onto the Spectre. Let's take a look at the fight recap, and honestly, I want to see the death summary on this Queen of Pain. 485 damage, and Dark Will dies to the Storm, but 485 damage from the Spectre. 217, or no, sorry, not 217, I'm on the wrong hero now. Take a look. Is Thirst on him? Nope. Ravage comes out, disconnect from the Queen of Pain, and now in the backline, Storm Spirit's going to drop. I think the Sark's looking to go in maybe on the Bloodseeker. They've also got the Ember Spirit here, turning it around on possibly the DK, whose Outer Dragon Form is about to run out. I don't know if you want to take this fight. The chase is on from 3 of these heroes, and with the Pounce, that's going to leash him up in time to have that Elder Dragon Form expire in front of their eyes, and Sark gets yet another kill, now 10, 4, and 2. See a next level Spectre build with the 4 in the Desolate, 4 in the Dispersion. Queen of Pain DCing here, and it's now 5-on-4 for now. No pause coming out, which is fine.
Thanks for that.
It's a 2,000 net worth lead for the Dire just 22 minutes into the game. Echo Saber picked up for the CK. If the Queen of Pain was to abandon boosting gold for this Radiant team, might be really detrimental to the Dire. Just that significant boosting gold and that ability to get those next couple of items where a power spike would be there for sure from the Radiant is going to be tough to handle from the Dire. So I feel like they're definitely hoping Queen of Pain comes back, to be quite honest. Over top. Bloodseeker is here. Going for the Basher next. Darkwool, what's your build? Spirit Vessel? I appreciate that. Being the solo support. Didn't level ult until 11. That's understandable. I mean, they didn't really need him in the fights, I'd say. Like, yeah, Haunt's there to get you into the fights, and he was farming. Wanted that Radiance going into the heart. found kills where he needed them and struggled early, so just focused on farming, and I get that, not looking to maybe fight too early, thinking a little bit too weak to go in. And now he's got the ult, level 13, and going 3-4-4-1. Level 14 now. And picks up that final level in the Spectral Dagger. So it's all of a sudden turned into a 4,000 net worth lead for the Dire side. 24 minutes into the game, going into the 25th minute, of course, because 25 comes after 24. Let's take a look. They chase on in the CK in 1 second Chaos Bolt. I don't know if that's going to be enough, especially with the rest of the team coming on through. Phantasm, and that's going to try and help him get out of this. There's the Ravage. They take out the Slark. That's a big chunk of their damage, and all of a sudden, it's a triple kill here for the Radiant. They continue to move on in. Spectre, that is not where you want to be. The Terrorize. Maybe coming through will be the Shadow Realm strike as well as the Bedlam. Can Dark Will clean up? Double kill there for Dezexter. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-for-4 where you thought maybe Radiant were going to get away with one. But Dark Will able to clean up. They took out 3 heroes so quickly. And they are controlling this Queen of Pain. And they finally do pause. So the pause comes through, and let's take a look again. Experience about 6,000, now 4,000 in favor of the Dire. Net worth about 2,000, and for some odd reason, down 3,000 net worth. It's still a 91% to 9% chance. I don't know if that's bugged with replays. But Dark Will does get a couple of kills there, and that's going to help bump that Spirit Vessel to have 3 charges, and I think that's very important. You know, Spirit Vessel, a very good item, not as good as it used to be, of course, but it could be really good in this situation. And it's, you know, it's hard out there for a only support. We'll see if the Dark Will is able to handle it, and the Queen of Pain does come back. And pausing again. And resuming again. So 23 to 19. 2,000 net worth lead, of course, for the Dire. Take a look over top. Pushing right now is the Dark Will. The blink on forward. Shadow Realm. And Cursed Crown as well onto the Queen of Pain. Bedlam comes through. This is a lot of damage the Queen of Pain didn't expect. Oh my god. Bedlam level 2 on a solo target. Look at that damage. That is just absurd. 1,067 from the Bedlam. Rupture comes out. There's the Shadow Realm and the escape. Hi, my name is Dark Willow, and I have damage. Is this all of a sudden Alcoholics Anonymous? Hi, my name is Will, and I have a damage problem. Leash comes out, looking for the silence onto the Slark. Will grab it, but not getting far enough away, and after this silence runs out, you're going to be pounced and leashed up again. But the Dragon Tail comes through. Dark Pact, not what you want to do, and all of a sudden, DK gets the kill here on the Slark. That was not the move.
For the twins.
So again, just using this Bedlam to farm, using the Bedlam to get kills. Dark Willow just continuing to output so much damage on the Radiant side, where with the Spirit Vessel, maybe think about, you know, shifting into a core. Yeah, Slark had 10 charges. He doesn't care. Ooh, DK in a little bit of trouble out of Dragon form. The duration is about a 4th, but now in a lot of trouble. Spectral Dagger comes out. There's the Remnants. The Gush comes through, and they will clean up this DK. So nice, a little kill there for the Dire, up 3,000 net worth. And it's looking good for them. I mean, let's take a look. Still just Arcane Boots. 2,400 gold save for the Tide. We'll see if that turns into a Blink Dagger. Chaos Bolt. 2 seconds. Rupture as well. And that is an easy kill for the Radiant. Just getting way too deep is the Spectre and looking to finish off that heart with the Reaver, but so far away from that. And just really caught out in a really bad spot. Unfortunate to be there, but that is what the Radiant are going to take advantage of. Come on. Don't. Why? Why are you doing this to me, Bloodseeker? Passive Basher.
I'll take that.
So, looking to finish off the Abyssal Blade, but more importantly, Fairy Fire and Enchanted Mango instead of a Vitality Booster and Skull Basher, which are both in the backpack. Ooh, Dark Willow, Cursed Crown, looking for the Bramble Maze. There's the ball lightning away. And Storm is out safely. And welcome, if you're just joining us, it's Basher Watch 2018 here with this Bloodseeker, as well as almost, I'd say, Vitality Booster Watch. As CK goes down over bottom. Got the Elder Dragon form trying to come around on the Sark. There's the Dragon Tail. The damage is heavy with the Armlet. They'll get the kill, and now he looks over the Ember Spirit, who has to run away. All this damage coming through, and Ember, oh, double kill for the DK. Now trying to trade with the Spectre. Here comes the Storm Spirit. Ball Lightning, Electric Vortex, and this is looking nasty for the Dire as they're going to lose 3. Triple kill for this DK. And there it is. Evening the game back up. A huge change in net worth. We're back to basically where we started just 30 minutes in. Let's see. Tower did 416 damage, while DK did 1,000. Basher Watch 2018. I repeat, still no Basher in his item slots. Just, it's in the backpack. We'll continue to watch. We'll continue to update you guys as the game goes on whether or not this Bloodseeker is going to put this Basher into his actual item slot, or if he's, you know, just, if Fairy Fire and Mango are just that much more important. So 26 to 24, 30 minutes in, and you look at what everybody's got. Sark here with the Echo Saber Shadow Blade, as well as the Lincolns getting finished soon for the Ember, going into the Orchid, maybe a Bloodthorn afterwards, and then Tidehunter Blink Dagger, but waiting for the Courier on that one, as well as another 1,300 gold. So I feel like he's been waiting for this Blink Dagger for so long. The Courier almost makes it back to base, but Dark Willow calls it, and this is the problem with some of these games, where no coordination, because that Courier should have picked up the Blink Dagger for this Tide, who's now looking like he might die. Cursed Crown comes out, there's the Ravage, Terrorize is going to follow it up. All of a sudden, Queen of Pain's gone down off screen, as well as the Sark, so they trade 1 for 1, but now with the Storm dropping, it will be a 2 for 1, and Sark falls over near these Ancients, so... Or the Queen of Pain die in a similar area? Yes. So again, it's a bit of a trade that I would say favors the Radiant to take out this Sark one more time, who started like 10 and 4, and now all of a sudden is 13 and 8. Really slowing down, and just... despite being high in the net worth at one point in the game, has really fallen from the ranks. You've got Bloodseeker here top of the net worth with passive Basher and Vitality Booster, and then you've got Ember second in the net worth, who's got that Lincoln soon and going into the Orchid. But DK trying to grab this tier 2 tower with the Flame Guard, moves on forward with a Sleight of Fist. Remnants away, and the tower is going to drop. Meanwhile, Tidehunter dead over towards top. And actually, this might be more. Dark Willow trying to run. Terrorize. That's going to buy some time. There's the Glimmer Cape Spirit Vessel. Should be good. Bloodseeker comes through, but not going to make it all the way to the Dark Willow. Who's to travel over to these creeps, and that's Ember to the Storm Spirit, but just not doing enough. And you take a look at the Sark now with the Shadow Blade. Sees the DK. But not going in by himself just yet. And we'll find an Invis on top of that Shadow Blade. We'll see if he's able to find a pickoff with that, as it's 3 over bottom for the Radiant and 2 over top. And now with the Abyssal Blade finished, finally, it is put into a slot. But still Fairy Fire and Mango more important, because those are still there. But yes, the Basher did make it once the Abyssal Blade was finished. So, game just sitting even for the time being. You take a look at the Dark Willow. And uh-oh. Into the Shadow Realm. Just picked up that Shadow Realm max damage, but surrounded on all sides. Glimmer Capes, and is this the Master Juke we've been looking for? You gotta be kidding me. Oh no. Is that the right rank? I don't believe so. That doesn't make sense. Come on. These players are too good. So Dark Willow able to escape. And the farm of the Dark Willow is nice. I like it. 9,000 net worth. Looking good right now. Level 20. I'd like to see that 200 attack speed and pick up like a Maelstrom or something and just really lay the damage and the beatdown on these heroes. One-man army over top by himself, looking for the Yasha. We'll see if Dark Willow goes in. Meanwhile, Slark over mid is going to drop. The silence is through onto the illusion of this Spectre. They lose the Queen of Pain. Spectre will get the kill, continue to move on forward. There's the bash coming through, as well as the Abyssal Blade on the Spectre. 2-on-1, looking for the silence, trying to run away. Just gets out of the range, but now pulled back in by the Storm. DK's here. Dragon Tail follows it up, stunned up, killed off, gone, and goodbye is the Spectre. As well as over top, the CK will drop to the Ember, and that's with help from the Tide, as well as the Dark Willow. So, again, just bloodbath between these two teams, 28-30. And a slight lead for the Radiant as they are looking to high ground. Or, well, DK is looking to high ground. I don't know if they work on a wee basis. Dragon Tail comes out. The damage is heavy. The Gush comes through. No Ravage from this Tide, and okay, Ember's just dead. And now he's trying to trade with this Tide Hunter. The stun comes through, continuing to chase. Darth Cheney has to run away. And DK says, forget it. Forget it. I'm just going to work on this tower. But the Slark is here. He has the pounce, leashes him up. Dark Pack dead. 5 times kill streak given up to the Slark for staying so long by that mid tower. So 31-29. Bloodseeker trying to build the BKB. Maelstrom here for the Queen of Pain next. DK, Blade Mail, has the Mjolnir in full. As well as a Maelstrom for the CK, and Storm with the Lincolns. Was the Lincolns finished? No, actually. Still waiting to buy out on this ulti orb. Silver Edge next for the Slark. Has enough gold for it. Let's see, Reality Rift with the double damage. Chaos Bolt onto a creep, and yeah, that was not well executed by any means. So Slark able to walk away, able to heal up. And he finishes off the Silver Edge. These guys make fun of each other like crazy. Acting like it's divine something over here. But you guys gotta be nicer to each other. Learn a lesson, you know? So, Invis as well as the smoke coming through from the Dire. Let's see if they're able to find anybody. DK actually TP's into the shrine. Oh boy, smoke broken. DK walks just by the tree, and we'll take a look over at this Storm. Oh, avoiding the Sleight of Fist, but now broken thanks to the Slark. The Remnant's in. Not hitting on the Storm. Reality Rift comes through, and a one-man army trying to work on this Slark. The Essence shift starting to stack up. They've got the Dust. The Pounce leashes them in. 3-second Chaos Bolt, not enough. They'll get themselves one. They look for more. Storm trying to get the kill on the Ember, but here comes the rest of the team. Goodbye. See you later. Sayonara. And down goes the Storm, but they'll trade at least for the Ember, down for 80 seconds. towards the mid lane. DK trying to walk away. He's hit with the Spirit Vessel, as well as Ty continuing to hit him with the Dark Willow. Spectre in with the Haunt, gets the kill over back top. Queen of Pain forced to run away as Bloodseeker trying to trade with this Slark. Has 17 charges to use. But that is an afterthought, as he does drop for 70 seconds. So Bloodseeker trying to trade with the Spectre, not the best move. Tide and Dark Willow are here, and goodbye. Queen of Pain the only one alive. CK and Storm back up in a moment. Ball Lightning forward, Ball Lightning back, Tide Hunter low. Might want to think about retreating. Does have the mech, but the Spirit Vessel. Gonna pop him back healthy. Blinking with the Gush. Reality Rift comes through onto the CK, but he's locked in from the Bramble Maze. They look for the Cursed Crown. Ball Lightning forward one more time. Still looking for the Spectre. Spectral Dagger. That's gonna come. Or actually, it's just the Shadow Strike that comes through. It is a dagger, not a spectral one. And they'll take out the Spectre, who buys out on the Diffusal before dying. So after all is said and done, still only a 1,000 net worth lead for the Dire. And yeah, this is broken. This doesn't make any sense. See how this is, the numbers are just going up. And then that, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I'd like to use it in a replay, but it's not letting me. So Guardian Greaves for the Dark Willow, and soon also the Tide Hunter. Okay. We'll sustain with our sustain. Meanwhile, top they lose the tier 1 tower, so Arcane Ember pushing. And Ball Lightning over. They're trying to find something. Ball Lightning away. It's just the Storm being very aggressive. And I don't really like that when it seems like you're on your heels. Dire could go for Roshan right now, but they are sitting a little bit far back on it. The scan comes through into the Storm Spirit, who again is just playing a little bit overly aggressive for my liking, especially in this spot. Yeah, you got to get yourself a couple kills. Over bottom, there's the Rupture. Glimmer Cape comes out as well as the TP, but there's the Haunt. Dark Will still continuing to TP away. Spectre continuing to move on forward. Has the Diffusal, stops the TP. Rupture getting a little bit low and actually letting the Bloodseeker speed up. You needed that health to help the Spectre get the kill, but he's able to run away at a faster speed, and Spectre in deep. Shadow Strike comes out. Creeps chasing. But Slark, that's an illusion. But with the pounce, not going to matter. Able to make enough space between him and the CK anyway. So Storm finishes off the Lincoln. CK, Maelstrom, Bloodthorn for the Bloodseeker, which could be nice. He is sitting top of the net worth. Ball Lightning through the mid lane. I don't know about this one, but he is level 25, and his mana is still there. Slark under the noses of this team. Radiant don't even know he's there. Again, still a 3,000 net worth lead for the Dire. No Roche taken at all in this game. Let's see, Ball Lightning to the top lane. Coming behind him is the Slark. There's the break, going for it with the leash. Ball Lightning away, but the rest of the team, they're coming on through. Sleight of Fist, no Searing Chains. Ball Lightning still a little bit low on mana, has to be careful. Has the Soul Ring to work with. Ball Lightning actually back towards the Dire. I don't know about this one. Lincoln's popped in. Here's the Remnant in. Storm going down. 70 seconds on the sidelines. No buyback. That was ambitious. Should have definitely just TP'd away, and Shadow Strike onto the Spectre. Phantasm comes through from the CK, but with the Terrorize, that'll hit on two. The Sonic Wave comes out, but there's the Ravage on everybody. 4 go down, and that is looking like a big-time team fight for the Dire side to maybe go high ground on one of these lanes. No buyback on 3 of these heroes. CK has buyback, but he used Phantasm in the fight. So how much is he really going to be worth here? TP back for this Ember. Or TP bottom, I mean. As he's pushing bottom and top. Only Bloodseeker here to defend, and they're going to take this tier 3.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
So the tier 3 goes down. Now they look over at the racks. Bramble Maze is going to be dropped. The ball landing over. That's going to land over 4, but they all continue to move on forward. Go for the storm. Get the kill. 82 seconds. See you later. This is not looking good at all as the silence comes through again on the Tide. He doesn't really have the Ravage, so the Abyssal Blade, yet you got the kill, but is that enough to really find yourself back into this game? The silence comes through on the Spectre, trying to run away. The dust is out, but there's the Remnant forward. That's going to kill off the Queen of Pain. They'll kill off this Bloodseeker down for 100 seconds. They look over at the CK. He's the only one left alive. 3-4 heroes chasing with the pounce. They'll leech him. They'll kill him. They'll take him out. And it is looking like it's all dire at this point. They'll take the tier 3 over mid. They work on the racks. 4 heroes healthy here on this high ground approach. The only one alive for them is DK. They have buyback on both the CK and the Bloodseeker, but I don't even know if they know it exists. The Remnants forward. There's the Bramble Maze continuing to lock in. Shadow Realm damage as well as the Banner. And that's so much when it's a solo target. Dark Willow gets the kill. DK gone for 84 seconds. No buyback. Look at that. That is 2,000 damage coming out from a Dark Willow. Do not underestimate the Dark Willow at all. Bottom tier 3 goes down. This is looking like Mega Creeps. Again, Bloodseeker CK not buying back. And they are going to let Mega Creeps happen as well as the push from the Dire continue.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. The Dire now have Mega Creeps.
Take out these former shrines. And now they're just regular buildings. They used to be shrines. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Bramble Maze on the creeps. The push on the tier 4. Queen of Pain comes in with the Sonic Wave. That's not going to do enough damage to buyback. Chroningly there from the Bloodseeker, but with the pounce, they'll get the kill on to this Queen of Pain. The Terrorize comes through. They just can't find anything for the Radiant, and now with the Haunt, they'll move in on the Bloodseeker. Ball lightning forward. They'll look for the kill with the Abyssal Blade. That's going to hit. The Sark is going to be dead for 90 seconds with buyback. Oh, that Remnant forward from the Ember Spirit onto the CK gets the kill. They look over the Bloodseeker, trying to get back into the base, but the Radiant Burn is too much. They'll take him out again. And 100 seconds on the side. The only one alive is the Storm Spirit. Ball lightning forward, trying to get the kill. The BKBs pop by the Ember. Ball lightning again to try and make some space. The Remnants to close it up. Ball lightning back, and this is a little bit of a not ring around the rosy, but a dance of some sort between these heroes as they're unable to get the kill onto the Storm. They'll still lose a tier 4. Ember will back off for a moment. Guardian Greaves are up as well as the Spirit Vessel from the Dark Willow. Shadow Realm started as well as the TP from the Dark Willow. But Tide, hey, I'm back in here. I've got Ravage to work with. So it's all of a sudden turned into a 26,000 net worth lead. Yeah, this is broken. Okay. And Mega Creeps are just going to push in, and I don't know if anybody cares.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
I was going to say, it's almost fitting that the game ends this way. Ooh, over mid, DK with the stuns. Searing Chains come out. Tide's here. Blows the Ravage, gets the kill, maybe? Yes. It's actually Ember who gets the kill. And yeah. Okay, this is Mega Creeps coming through, finishing the game, and Dire take it 47 minutes in. So Dire take that victory. Let's take a look at the scoreboard really quickly. 17, 11, and 10 for the Sark. Ember 12, 4, and 21. MVP for me. Actually, I take that back. MVP is the Dark Willow. Second MVP is the Ember. But if you take a look at these graphs, it was quite the game for the Dire and really spun away in the last 5 minutes. So Dire take that game. That's the first game of a little block of 2 here, a short block on this Saturday night. We'll be back with the next game in just a moment. I'm your caster, BCop, at BCop92 on Twitter. Follow me there to know when I'm casting. And, you know, looking to get to TI8, trying to do what I can. We'll be back in just a moment.